Ryan always needed other help, and we've had him in after-school tutoring and lots of different programs academically. So what really interested us in LearningRx is that it was a change. It wasn't an ongoing academic thing. So were there skills that Ryan needed? Were there other things that he could change on a permanent basis to have him successful going forward? And LearningRx did that for us. One of the biggest things is, when kids struggle, and you go through the struggles that we have every single year in school and with behavior, with kids like Ryan who has ADHD, you tend to think that everything's the same and that you're going to get the same results, which you pay a lot of money and then the results are not very high, or they're high right away and then it fades off. And with Ryan, he had immediate results that he could be really proud of. For example, the presidents. And so I think that showed us right in the beginning that LearningRx was different, and that it was not, again, the academics, but it was changing the way that he learned. Well, the biggest change that I have seen is that he now can do homework independently. Homework was sheer awful to get him. We couldn't get him to sit down and do homework. When he did sit down to do homework, he had interruptions every 5 minutes. He had to go to the bathroom. He had to get something to eat. He didn't have his materials. Even though he knew what the rules were, because we have very structured time, he couldn't sit and just focus on what he needed to do. Now he walks into the house, he says, "Mom, I've got this, and this to do, and I've already done this, and then I'm going to do this right now, and then can I go out and play?" And he just sits and focuses and gets it done, and it's night and day difference. Absolutely night and day. And so I wasn't sure what kind of results to expect from the testing at the end and for graduation, and I sobbed through the whole graduation because his results were just night and day difference. And the biggest thing was that he could see how proud we were of him and that he was really proud of himself. I don't think he really realized that all the work he was doing day to day would get to those results. And at graduation, I think, he was proud of himself coming into it, but at graduation, I think he really saw the fruits of his labor, and he was just so proud that he did it. I think overall, after he's gone through the program, he really understands the benefit. And what he says to people, or what he will say to people, is that he can do some things now because of LearningRx. He can focus, he can do his homework, and I think he feels more normal. He feels like a normal kid rather than someone that was always an outsider. It changed the way that he thinks and the way that he processes things, so that, and that's a life skill, and so that he can take it going forward.